police in the morning.
No, this is not a porn. Porn does not look like this. If you equate nudity with porn, you are immature. Dick Shark is the most absurd movie that directo Beelzebub has ever made. It combines tragedy, comedy, science fiction, exploitation, and surrealism. Don't let the vulgar title fool you. Yes, there is abundant nudity, but there is also a bizarre mixture of concepts that make for quite an experimental film. See what can happen when creativity has to replace a big budget. I'm Corey.
And I'm Paul.
And we are the B-Movie Bros.
Here review B-movies to the best of our ability.
Sometimes we get off topic, but randomness is a gift. Well, I fucked up and forgot that, March has 5 Fridays in it this year, so we had to scramble for another movie where monsters are rather charming hornballs. So we ended up with the 2016 film Dick Shark.
Yeah, that's what happened when you don't double-check your calendar. You end up watching a movie called Dick Shark.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't know that it was a fucking blue moon kind of month. It's not every day that you have 5 Fridays in a month.
Well, next time I'm triple-checking my calendar.
So let's just dive right into this shit with our technical difficulties, top and bottom 3 of Dick Shark. Let's start with the good that is this movie.
All right, I'll start this one off. The movie had enough self-awareness to never really take itself too seriously. That's pretty cool, I guess. You can't really take a movie like Dick Shark seriously, regardless of what the back of the box may say. Number 2, some of the background music was pretty cool. It's mostly metal music, and I like that kind of stuff. Plus, after the movie was over, the creator posted what the names of the songs were and what bands they played in, and that was pretty awesome. I like the fact the creator definitely seemed to care about the people involved in the film. And number 1, there were lots of boobs and nudity. And I don't really need to say any more, do I?
For me, number 3. This film has a bit of dialogue here and there that actually is pretty funny. If you can endure the endless prattling and of, let's add screen time dialogue that the funny stuff is hidden within. Number 2. I want to be the Dick Sharks and Spider Thrower. How do I get that job? Seriously, every time Dick Shark or one of the giant spiders enters a scene, someone's just off camera and fucking whips it at one of the actresses. It's amazing. It's the best effect in the entire film, and I love every second of it. And by every second of it, I mean the 1 second that it takes from Dick Shark to fly from one side of the screen to the other.
Only Beelzebub can pull those things off.
I mean, most of the rest of the movie is trash, but just Dick Shark entering scenes and smacking women in the face and stuff. It's fucking hilarious because it really looks like they weren't expecting it to be thrown at them. So there's a genuine surprise when it hits them. Number 1, this movie has actress Erin Brown. She is the actress formerly known as Misty Monday, and I think she's beautiful. I'll watch any movie that she's in just because she's in it. Her acting talent is far superior to what she is used for, which is for her body. But that's just, what she's cast for all the time. And, if I had to pick a male and female, actor and actress that I have a crush on, it would have to be John Barrowman and Erin Brown. And this movie happens to have Erin Brown.
Yeah, I think the only other movie we've reviewed with her in it was Bite Me back a long time ago. I'm surprised because she's in a ton of B movies, so I'm sure we'll be watching more with her in it, especially with your little crush on her.
So now it's time to take a look at the bottom 3. What's not so good about this movie?
All right.
It was hard to narrow this down to just 3, I think.
Yeah, to say the least. For number 3, this movie was nothing more than an excuse for the director to grope a bunch of models. In fact, at one point, he even flat out admits it. Can't say I blame the guy, but it also meant this was barely a film. And regardless of what the back of the box said, this is, in fact, a softcore porn. Number 2, the talking scenes between the groping and molesting were really drawn out. Although some of the dialogue was pretty witty and some of it was actually kind of funny, most of it was just consisted of non sequiturs and didn't advance the plot at all. And number 1, This movie is 2.5 hours long. Why the hell is a movie called Dick Shark 2.5 hours long? Most of it doesn't even have the fucking Dick Shark in it. He's in like 3 scenes. My God, did it really need to be that fucking long?
For me, number 3. The premise of this movie is that someone's penis, after putting penis enlargement cream on it, becomes malleable, like clay, and he sculpts it into a fucking shark. If ever my penis became malleable like clay, I don't think my first thought would be, hey, let's sculpt it into a fucking shark. I think I'd go see a doctor. What the fuck is wrong with this person? Number 2. A lot of the scenes here are just long, drawn-out slow-motion shots, which only serve seemingly to allow the music to finish playing. And number 1. This film is nearly 2.5 hours long. At first, I thought it was a misprint on the packaging, but nope, it is excruciatingly long. Most movies can't make 2.5 hours long seem like it's not that long of a time. This really, you feel every second of it. Except for those seconds when Dick Shark is flying across the screen. Those 3 seconds are the best.
Yeah, pretty much.
We both mentioned a little bit about the dialogue, so let's have ourselves a good old-fashioned quote war!
Quote war.
I think I'll start this one off. I'll quote the movie, so will Paul. We'll see who wins. My roommate sculpted his penis into a shark.
You shoot my dick. You shoot me.
I've heard about the little head controlling the big head, but that puts the dick in ridiculous.
You need to stop fucking around with science. It might come back to bite you in the ass.
Isn't it weird how spiders have 8 legs, but only 1 vagina?
You've been hanging out with Dick too long. His sense of humor is rubbing off on you.
I'm not cuckoo for Dick Shark.
Can we end this conversation?
And that ends this episode's edition of Quote Wars. If you have a favorite quote from Dick Shark, if you've seen Dick Shark and want to say anything about it, leave it here in our comments or on our website, bmoviebros.com. Well, I think it's time for us to give this movie our final take. Remember, friends, our final take is a score on our shot scale. Our shot scale is a reverse scale, 1 to 10, 1 being the best, 10 being the worst. How many shots do you need to get through this movie? I gave Dick Shark from 2016 a 10 out of 10.
I gave it a 6 out of 10.
I must say, Dick Shark is probably the most fucked up film I've ever had to endure. And yes, endure, not watch. A man's dick turns into a shark, and then I had to endure almost 2 hours of pointless nudity, meaningless dialogue, and random music just to find out that you don't even learn the fate of Dick Shark. What a fucked up cock tease of a film. However, I must admit that Aaron Brown being in this film is a great upside, and the use of Dick Shark and other giant creatures adds a small bit of fun. Admittedly, this film probably would have gotten a 6 or 7 out of 10 if it had been in the 80 to 90 minute range. I do actually encourage people to go see this movie. My words can't describe the crucible it is to view this monstrosity in its entirety. From what I've read, all of Beelzebub's films are like this, so go pick up something by him and give it a watch. It'll be great to introduce your friends to and provide hours of chat time. You know, actually, now that I think about it, I'll reduce my score to 9 out of 10, because this movie did leave me with many I never thought I'd have to say that moments, such as, I never thought I'd have to say, what's going on with Dick Shark right now? We haven't seen him in a while. And I never thought I'd have to say, this movie needs less slow-motion vagina jiggling. So yes, everyone, stop what you're doing, go to the internet, buy a Beelzebub film, and watch it, because you will be surprised.
Dick Shark is one of those low-budget films that makes you ask, what the hell went wrong in my life? What choices did I make that led me to be watching Dick Shark? Am I on drugs? Should I have gone to medical school after all? The very existence of Dick Shark is an anomaly in the universe. It's something that by all logic should not exist, and yet it does. Perhaps hidden deep within this movie's bizarre plot and seemingly pointless transition scenes is a secret subtext that provides the meaning to all of existence, and it's just waiting to be analyzed by the right viewer. Or maybe it's just a movie about a shark that was once a penis, attempting to fuck as many women as possible. Either way, it was entertaining, if nothing else. I like the fact that it really didn't take itself seriously, and just the randomness of it was enjoyable. However, it's also ridiculously long, spanning 2 fucking hours. I can't say that I regret watching this film. Would I ever watch it again? Probably not. But at least I can say from this point on that I watched a movie called Dick Shark.
Or, Paul, perhaps the whole thing was just a setup for the sequel, Dick Shark 2, where we get to find out the fate of Dick Shark.
I sure hope so. I would actually watch the sequel to this. Maybe not willingly, but I'm sure if I was strapped down to a chair against my will, it wouldn't be the worst thing to be subjected to.
Now, we know not everyone likes to watch the same kind of shit that we do, so we like to give every B-movie review an A-movie companion and tell you why this A-movie is the same exact movie as the B-movie we reviewed, just of higher class and standard. For me, out on a limb here, I picked the 2001 film Tremors 3, Back to Perfection.
I picked Back to the Future 2 from 1989.
I have to say, both Dick Shark and Tremors 3 are movies about a monster which happens to look a lot like a penis. The Dick Shark, which is a shark shaped like a dick, and the Graboids, huge worms which are shaped like penises, because they're fucking worms. Both films feature characters being eaten. Tremors 3 has people being eaten by the monsters of Perfection Valley, whereas Dick Shark has women being eaten in a sexual manner by both men and giant spiders. Characters in both films seem to be in a secluded area, whether it's the Perfection Valley of Nevada in Tremors or some random forest in Dick Shark. Both films feature monsters which change from one form to another. Dick Shark metamorphosizing into bigger, stronger, and seemingly having stranger powers each time, Dick Shark, and the Graboids which evolve into different forms to carry on its own species. And, finally, both films feature a monster named after body parts of the private areas. Dick Shark has Dick Shark, which is named after a dick, and Tremors 3 has the Graboids, which evolve into Shriekers, which then evolve into Ass Blasters, which are named after the ass. Therefore, Tremors 3 Back to Perfection is just an A-movie version of Dick Shark.
I picked Back to the Future 2 because in Back to the Future 2, when Marty goes into the distant future of 2016, he sees a three-dimensional advertisement for the movie Jaws 19. And who knows, Jaws 19 may have actually just been Dick Shark.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, okay, so there you have it. For your A-movie companion, you can watch Tremors 3 Back to Perfection or Back to the Future Part 2. Now I think it's time for us to drink away the flick. Drink away the flick. Come on and grab your drink. Let's drink away the flick.
Bum, 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 bum.
We'll give you some drinking games for this film, but remember, friends, drink responsibly. Number 1, every time Dick Shark metamorphosizes into a different form of Dick Shark, take a drink. Number 2, every time someone tries to kill someone else, take a drink. Number 3, whenever metal music starts playing, take a drink. Number 4, anytime someone mentions the formula which created Dick Shark, take a drink. And, of course, number 5, because it's Monsters Are Rather Charming Hornballs Month, whenever a monster has sex or performs a sexual act, take a drink.
Every time someone is attacked by the spider, take a drink. Every time someone takes off clothing, take a drink. Every time there's a close-up to someone's ass, take a drink. And every time Beelzebub gropes someone, thus reminding you why this film was made in the first place, take a drink.
And those are your ways to drink away this flick. And I have a fucking postscript here for the bottom 3. Number 4 on my bottom 3 is, what the fuck ever happened to the spider? I want to know, why was the spider here? Where did it go? The spider was more interesting than the other characters. I would even go so far as to say the spider was more interesting than Dick Shark.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it was never explained. It was never mentioned again. Perhaps in Dick Shark 2, we shall find out the fate of the spider.
It's a very mysterious character.
So, as we have come to the true ending of March, which here at B-Movie Bros was Monsters Are Rather Charming Hornballs Month, we have to rank all 5 films that we've seen this month. So, for me, I have to say, number 5, Twins of Evil. It has Peter Cushing. It has twin Playboy models. It doesn't have much else. It's got one of the most shocking scenes, surprising scenes, maybe I should say, that I've ever seen, but even that's not powerful enough to bring it above the rest. Number 4, Big Bad Wolf. It had great gore. It had a funny wolf, but most of the film was just boring nothingness. Surprisingly, at number 3 is Dick Shark. Although this got the highest rating on the shot scale that's available at a 10 out of 10, it did leave me with a lot of moments of, I never thought I would have to say that, and there was a gratuitous amount of nudity, and I must say that I love nudity in films, even if it's uncalled for. And it did have Aaron Brown. Number 2, Hellraiser. Every time I think about this film, I like it more and more. It's not so much a monster movie as it is a classic slasher, but it is fantastic. Number 1, Dead Alive, a zombie masterpiece by Peter Jackson. Gore galore, story, romance, comedy, and the Sumatran rat monkey culminate into one of the most fantastic ending battles of any horror film to just make this melting pot of lovely, gooey B-movie cheese.
For number 4, I had Twins of Evil as well. I can't believe a movie with twin Playboy models had very little nudity, and it was incredibly boring, despite the fact that Peter Cushing was one of the main characters. There was some cool sword fighting, but it happened at the very end of the film and didn't save the rest of it. For number 4, part 2, I picked Big Bad Wolf. Really wasn't that fun of a film, but some of the one-liners by the wolf were fun, and there was a little bit more nudity in that than Twins of Evil. For number 3, I picked Dick Shark. One of the most bizarre films I've seen for sure. But I kind of liked it, and I think that says more about me than it does about Dick Shark. Number 2, Hellraiser. I love this film. It's a bloody work of art, and I could watch it on any day of the week. However, number 1 is Dead Alive. Dead Alive is one of the best homage horror films. It's so funny. I was laughing throughout the entire thing, and it just comes together so perfectly. I can't believe that I actually ranked a movie over Hellraiser, which is one of my favorite horror films, but Dead Alive is, without a doubt, the best horror homage I've ever seen, and I have to give that the number 1 spot.
Well, friends, there you have it. That's a surprising ranking from both of us, seeing as how Paul had a number 4 and number 4 part 2, but I guess when we thought there were only 4 weeks, it makes fucking sense. But, if you want to join us next week as the month of April is starting, we have 2 reasons to pick this theme for next month. Number 1 is one of our favorite shows is new season is coming out March 31st, right before April, and that is Trailer Park Boys. And number 2, April has the underground, so to say, holiday of 420, which is like National Weed Day or something. So we're going to do Drug Month. And we are going to start out with a film that started our friendship, Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horrors from 2006.
We're in for a treat next week.
Especially since we haven't seen this movie since 2006. So, until next time, friends, be brave, be alive, be back for more.
Get on my next.